Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Riri, and if you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and indie brands. Today, it's a full face of first impressions from my swap sister. Alright beauties, before we dive in, please don't forget to thumbs up the video if you like what you see, subscribe down below if you have not yet, and turn on your post notifications so that YouTube will notify you of future uploads, which are typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today's video is uber exciting. I get to collab again with my beautiful friend Kate. We have collabed many times. She is my beautiful sister from another mister, and I absolutely adore her and love her so much. We recently did a swap box where we each sent each other a lot of goodies, makeup goodies, food goodies, etc. And I have a lot of brand new makeup to test out and play with, as does she. So this is going to be a full face, or as much of a full face as we can each make with all the cosmetics and beauty products we sent to one another. I think I am most excited to jump into the Mitchell palette. And because I am playing with this is a brand new brand for me, a brand new formulation to me. That is why I am sans foundation and why I'm doing my eyes first this time. So all I have on my face right now is my moisturizer, my SPF. My brows are, of course, my Urban Decay Brow Blade in Brunette Betty. And then my eyes are primed with my ABH Eye Primer. My beautiful mismatched earrings today, my little Scullies, are from the Lulu experience. I custom ordered these and I'm obsessed with them. And oddly enough, I ended up painting my nails last night and they happen to match my earrings. So you can see one is like a soft peachy coral and one is a very light teal shade. So I'm very excited. We are going to open this up. First of all, I think the packaging is like a freaking 10 out of a 10. I am also going to be testing Lunar Beauty for the very first time today. So we have a lot of stuff to try. I'm going to be trying Certifeye today. So this is what the unit carton looks like. I'm obsessed, you guys. So we're gonna dive in. I'm a little nervous. And of course, I don't plan anything. So all these products together may not go together. Who knows? Also, this is probably gonna be a long one. Just like to be thorough. I like to be obviously brutally honest with everything. So y'all know what I say. If this gets too long, honey, you go grab your tacos and your tequila, your milk and your cookies, your Doritos, your Cheetos, your Fritos, whatever is your pleasure, and sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Also, please do not forget to go and check out Kate's channel, and y'all know what I say about that. If you go watch her video and you are feeling a vibe, feeling a connection, you can relate to her, subscribe. It is absolutely free for you. Free. And it means the world to us. So we're going to dive in. I'm going to show you what the palette looks like. I love the color story. It screams Riri to me. Okay, Riri. Did y'all hear that? Green based, yellows, golds, grungy. I am obsessed. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. I'm obsessed with this color story. That mirror also is massive. That's a really good thing. So I'm going to do some swatches. Alright beauties, first up we have Salt Bae, Limeade, Bored in the House, Angelina, and Bless You. And that is the top row. And I will say that all of the shimmers in this row will get up close and personal. So we have Salt Bae, Limeade, Bored in the House, Angelina, and Bless You. I think you're already going to see what I'm going to say about the shimmer shades. They look quite transparent. They don't have much of an actual base or heavy pigment to them. So right off the bat, just maybe with these three, I'm not quite sure. These are more like topper shades, in my opinion. We'll see how they perform on the lids. So that is what they look like swatched. Yeah, definitely not a whole lot of base pigment to them. So BRB. All right, beauties. Next up, we have Orchid, Chameleon, Tulip, Ground, and Breaking, and that is row 2. Here are those shades. We have Orchid, Chameleon, Tulip, Ground, and Breaking. And that is that row. All right, next up we have Mama's Garden, Earth Child, Descent, Tiger Lily, and Clay Baby. We are on row 3. And I'm going to tell you right now, the metallic, the Mama's Garden, holy hell, you guys, it is stunning. So here is that row. We have Mama's Garden, Earth Child, Descent, or Decent? I might be saying that wrong. Tiger Lily, and a Clay Baby. I'm obsessed with this color. That freaking green metallic is insane. I have to say, thus far, these all are swatching, in my opinion, better than the rest of them. God, you guys, that green. Oh, and y'all know Mama lives for green. BRB. All right, beauties. Next up, we have A Mood, Bittersweet, Off-Roadin', Fool's Gold, and Venom. These also swatched really beautifully. So again, we have A Mood, Bittersweet, Off-Roading, and Fool's Gold, and then Venom. So that is that row. All right, next up, or last up, is Ammo, like Momo Mitchell, Grass, Ain't, Greener, and Chemtrail. So that is the last row. We have Ammo, Grass. Again, this one is a lot more pigmented, the way that Mama's Garden is. And then Ain't, Greener. I love his names, by the way. They're so cool. And then Chemtrail. I love this color story so much. You guys know that I live for greens, golds, yellows, oranges, grungy shades. So I'm pretty obsessed. I'm gonna wipe my hands and then I will show you again what row 5 looked like. And I've had no staining from any of the swatches at all. The orange was a little bit more difficult to get off than some of the other ones, but none of them have actually left anything on either of my hands. So let me remind you again what the last row looked like. We're gonna dive in. I think I'm gonna just go in, y'all. I'm gonna go with the shade Ain't right down here. And I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush to start with. I'm actually getting a lot of kick up, which I didn't really kind of get doing the swatches. That doesn't bother me. That is why we're doing our eyes first this time. And I'm gonna pull my mirror a little closer to me. And I am going to take this just across the crease area. I definitely do feel like so far that the color in the pan is the color I am getting on my lid. That basically blended its own self out. Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh, I love it. And this is more of like a true kind of bright Kelly green. And I love that there are, again, kind of those like baby dookie grungy colors that I like in here. There's more of like a limey green. I'm going to grab another little fluffy brush. And I think I'm going to blend this out with Chemtrail. We're going to see how that looks. Again, substantial fallout. You guys know that doesn't bother me. I would just kind of caution you to tap your brush really well upon going to the lid. Or honestly, like I said, just do, you know, your shadow first. And I'm honestly just putting this up at the top just to kind of blend everything in and make sure that nothing is harsh. I wish I had a ton of lid space to work with. I see all these people creating these bomb ass looks and then I try to recreate them and I'm like, yeah. So now I'm literally just kind of pressing and tapping that color in just because I want a nice gradient between the green and the yellow. So far so good. I don't see anything patching up or anything like that. Again, I've only used 2 shades, but I feel like what's kind of showing up on the lid is the color that's in the pan. I think I'm going to play with Mama's Garden. It is just calling to me, y'all. Like, for real calling to me. That is the green one right here. And I'm just going to apply with my finger. You guys know that is my preferred method for a metallic shade. If you do have longer nails, you can go in with a firm flat brush, a concealer brush, a cut crease type of brush, and you can apply that way. Oh, I love this on the lid. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that it's metallic and fold, but then there's a lot of actual glitter reflect in it. It's quite eye-catching. Beautiful. And then I'm going to slightly press that almost all the way up to the brow. And then I think for the inner part, I'm going to go in with Fool's Gold, which was this one right down here. And again, I'm going to start with my finger, and then if we kind of have to go in with a small detail brush, we will. And I'm leaving the very inner corner for another shade. And then slightly blending both of the metallics together. so far so good. I'm going to get a little detail brush, a little fine brush, and I'm going to go into Bless You, which was right here. And again, that one wasn't quite as pigmented. Again, I felt like it's more of a topper shade. We'll see how it applies. Oh, shit. Well, okay, definitely laying on top of another shadow. It really pops. Wow. Quite impressed by that. And you guys know, whatever I put in my inner corner, I like to kind of pull it all the way up. That is really, really beautiful. I'm going to do this eye, and then we'll come back, we'll do our face, and then we'll finish our lower lash line. So, BRB. All right, beauties, we are back. I had considerable kind of fallout from the glitter shades. All I do in that case is either take a makeup wipe and wipe it, or take a Q-tip with some makeup remover and then clean up the line. I also went in and primed with my Touch in Sol. This is the Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. I'm really enjoying this lately. So for foundation, we have the Fresh Face Foundation with Aronia Berry, Vitamin C, and Hyaluronic Acid by Berry M. And I did ask her to send me the shade 7. Again, I'm trying to get foundations that are good for now going into spring and summer. So if it is dark, we're just going to have to work with it. So it is safety sealed. I did shake it up really well. And I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. It actually seems quite thick. I'm a little nervous, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little dark. So let's see how it blends out. I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. I always kind of put some on and kind of pull it down a little bit. That way I don't pick up like a ton of product at one time. I go into the complexion first with stippling or pouncing motions. Kind of press the foundation into the complexion, kind of on this area of my complexion. That is the area that I do have, you know, broken capillaries, acne scarring, things like that. It is definitely too dark and too warm right now. But that is okay. Ooh, that smells nice. It kind of smells just like a light lotion. So I will do half of the complexion. We're going to ignore the shade. Keep in mind, I picked my shade online. So, yeah, my bad on that. It is definitely a light coverage foundation. Definitely doesn't have much coverage to it at all. Let me read what it says. Get that dewy skin finish with Fresh Face Foundation. This lightweight formula blends seamlessly into your skin to leave the ultimate healthy glow. That's basically all it says. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, it is quite a light coverage. It is easy to blend. And honestly, the more that I'm blending it in, yes, it's still dark, but it's not quite as dark. I'm going to get a little bit more. The texture of it is quite nice too. It's quite soft. I feel like I'm using an awful lot of product. I don't know if it's the primer not really playing well with this or what is going on, but I'm not liking how it's feeling. I'm also not really getting a lot of coverage. I'll show you when I get up close. Again, ignore the shade. Here is before. You can definitely see a lot of redness. I have broken capillaries. I have rosacea, hyperpigmentation. We have a lot of acne scarring and things like that. And then after, it definitely blurs the skin. Most of my redness, as you can see, is gone, but I'm definitely still seeing some spots. I'm definitely still seeing some scarring. I'm going to attempt to build it up and see what we get. Again, it's a nice light, kind of like a whipped type of texture. The texture of it is quite lovely. So I'm going to, yeah, it's still not really giving me much coverage at all. And it may just be throwing me off because of the shade too. Because you guys know I'm typically a less is more beauty. I don't like a super full coverage. But this I feel like is not doing anything at all. You know, if I'm going to do this and go through the work, I'll throw on a tinted moisturizer. Yeah, it's okay. I do like the luminous quality that it does have to it. But coverage-wise, I mean, like this right here is definitely a problem area, and it's literally doing nothing for that area. And I honestly feel like as I'm blending it in, it's almost blending it away. Yeah, I don't think I like it. I'm going to try it again. I'll revisit it, and I always try foundations again with different primers. So we'll see. I do like the luminous quality that it does have, but I don't know. And it could be the shade. It could be the shade throwing me off. That's my own fault. Yeah, I'll do the other side and I'll be right back. All right, beauties, I'm back. I got a little frustrated. I definitely was trying to blend it out to the best of my ability. And it's just every time I did try to keep blending it, and it could just be the primer, it just kept lifting up. The texture of it's nice. I like that it feels weightless on the skin. The scent was lovely. The consistency is nice. And it could be the primer, it could be the shade also throwing me off, but I don't like it so far. I did go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Extra Creamy and Light Sand just in the inner corner of my eyes and just a little bit under my eyes to try to brighten everything up. And then I went in with my Hourglass Veil Powder. So now we're going to finish up the eyes. The palette, at least, is a love so far. So I think I'm going to go in with Clay Baby. It's just speaking to me, y'all. And it's beautiful and it's my vibes. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of Clay Baby. Very lightly, because I'm scared. And just softly buff this on the lower lash line. Oh, I like that color a lot. And then I think I'm also going to kind of drag it down just a little bit. And then I think I'm also going to go in with greener on the lower lash line. And kind of put that towards the outer part. Yeah, the palettes I'm really loving. The palette I will 100% revisit and use that again. So next up we're going to dive into some highlight. This is the Figs and Rouge Wonder Love Glow Elixir. I'm not quite sure how this is going to look because it's kind of like a milky pink and yeah, we shall see. So I'm going to shake it up well. And the way that I like to use these types of products, as I've said before, is either to drop literally a drop or two and pounce and press lightly, tapping with my ring finger up and down on the high point of the cheek, or I will place it onto my hand and I'll get the butt end of a beauty blender or a stippling type of brush, like a duo fiber type of brush. That is just my preferred method. You do you, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to go across the top of the cheeks. I definitely would have opted for something gold, but I wanted to try everything that she sent. Ooh, that's quite nice, quite impactful as well. So I'm also going to try it on the other side, doing kind of my other method, if you will. This is quite thin too. I definitely think you could mix this in, which is something else that I like to do with these types of products, is just mix it in either with your moisturizer or with your foundation. I definitely feel like it's pulling up a little bit over here. I did have to set my face though, so that obviously, you know, could be it. Definitely think it's more beautiful over here. So I'm going to add a little bit more. And then go back in again with that little duo fiber brush. And I kind of pick it up, you know, quite gently, if you will. Yeah, I definitely prefer it with the brush. It is quite beautiful. The texture of it's really lovely too. Alright, I'm not mad at it. I definitely, you know, don't see myself wearing it quite often. I don't typically wear icy or pinky types of highlighters, but I feel like it's a really beautiful product nonetheless. Next up, we're going to bronze up. This is the HNB Cosmetics bronzer in the shade Light Warm 02. I love the component. It kind of gives me Laura Lee vibes. I said that during my unboxing, and that is what it looks like. It looks quite warm, so I'm going to go in very light-handed. I'm going in, of course, with, you know, my Judy brush from the Crown case. I'm so scared. I'm just going to tap once. Quite a bit comes on, so I'm scared. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, we're okay. Oh, for that to be so warm and incredibly pigmented, as you can see, it actually goes on quite, not necessarily light, but it doesn't like kind of stick all in one place. Yeah, that's beautiful. I definitely feel like you could even like really intensify it and build it up as well. This, I think I'm going to really be obsessed with when I'm tan in the summertime. The formula is beautiful. The shade is beautiful. Obviously, it's just a little bit too rich right now, but love this. So we're not doing so bad. We like the bronzer. We like the highlighter. We love the eyeshadow palette. So we're doing okay. The only meh so far is the foundation. Next up, the other thing that I'm uber excited to try, and something that I can't believe I have not tried yet because I'm obsessed with Manny MUA. This is the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Cheek Palette. This component, you guys, is absolutely insane. This is beautiful. So we have Pink Moon, Twilight, and Spacey on the top. Then you have different blush shades. You could use this as a blush or a bronzer, and then there's like more of a highlight or blush topper shade. So I will do Pink Moon, Twilight. Oh, those feel so nice. And Spacey. Pink Moon, Twilight, and Spacey. So that is the first 3 shades. Next up are Soleil, Stargaze, and Gravity. So there are Soleil, Stargaze, and Gravity. Swatch really nicely. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. So I think I'm going to go into Twilight, which is the center one, the more soft peach. Hey, look at my painting I made, y'all. And then I'm going to go over with Soleil kind of as a blush topper. And let's see how that looks. Not much kick up at all. Oh, that is lovely, honey. Again, this is Twilight. Just thought the peach would look really good with the greens. Oh, the texture is nice. It feels quite soft. And again, it doesn't like kind of stick all in one place. Oh, that is pretty. And then I'll go into Soleil very lightly because I'm scared. Okay, yeah, that's quite pigmented. Holy crap. So I definitely feel like less is more with the Soleil. Ooh. Okay. I like that a lot. So I will, of course, revisit this. So far, so good. Next up, I'm going to go in. This is not part of this. I just want to pull the look together, if you will. This is the Raw Beauty Kristi and ColourPop Spare Time. Then for mascara, she sent me this Manicadar Bloom Mascara in Jet Black. First off, I want to say the component is super freaking cute. So let's open it up and let's test her out. I don't like the wand. I'm going to go ahead and say that right off the bat. But hey, it may perform well. So let's see how it performs. Oh. I do not like how that smells. And it feels quite dry. Let me get back in here and try to get some more out. It is very dry. I don't know if it's old. I don't know if it got hot or cold. But it's doing nothing, and I do not like the smell. I'm so very sorry. I'm honestly just going to throw this away. Let me grab a different mascara real quick for us to use. I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Snapscara. This is Bold Brown. Alright, beauties, now we are on to lips, and then I will bid you adieu. These are the Certifeye Liquid Lipsticks. I have Sangria on the top and Marmalade on the bottom. I think because they both look kind of more orangey and we have a green look, I'm going to do the darker one and then pop the Sangria in the center. So again, this is Marmalade or Marmalade, however you pronounce it. I love that these are like teeny tiny little sleek components. I really like that. All right, and then we are going to pop the center with the Sangria shade. Okay, they're okay. We'll see how they dry down. They still feel a little bit tacky. I don't know if it just needs a minute or two to dry down. I'm going to give it about 30 seconds and then we'll see if it dries down a little bit more. All right, beauties, I am back. So overall, I think everything was a win. Thank you so much, Kate, for sending me all of these beautiful, beautiful goodies. The palette, I'm absolutely floored by. I think everything blended well together. Nothing became muddy or patchy. It was a lot easier to work with than I anticipated it being. The highlight I like. I don't know, again, that I would use it super often just because of the shade of it. The bronzer I love. I can definitely see myself reusing that. The Moonspell palette I will absolutely be using again. The lipsticks, I'm kind of on the fence. I love the shade, but it's been like 5 minutes, and it still feels quite tacky. It almost feels like maybe it's more like a demi-matte, semi-matte, and that's not my favorite formulation. And then the mascara is a no, sadly, for me. I'm happy overall with the outcome. Again, I will, of course, leave a pinned comment and let you guys know how everything wore. Did I feel differently at the end of the day about the foundation? But I will get up close and personal, and I will bid you adieu. Please do not forget to go check out Kate's channel. Tell her that Riri sent you if you are coming from Kate's channel. Hey, beautiful. Welcome to my beauty family. I love you guys. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.